Y'all don't even know. Listen to me. I want every young black male, but you might think you could hide. Listen to me. United States Army has weapons that can see through your house.
A little bit in Chicago, but we're now going to bring it down very big. We're going to be doing Chicago probably next. I was with a great businessman, a man who is involved in all cities through his business. And I say, who do you think should be next after Memphis? And he said, sir, you've got to save Chicago. We're going to wait a little while. But he said, you got to save Chicago. You can't let it go. And this is a very prominent man that everybody knows. And this is from another man in Memphis.
In other news, Donald Trump is sick of the BS. He is planning to send the National Guard to Chirac. Now, let me see if we could, Trump, Chicago, National Guard. Okay, let's get into that. Here we go.
This morning, the Trump
Chicago, gang. Nigga, this is Chicago, nigga. Them niggas go fight back. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that, bro.
Hey. I was sitting up here waiting on the National Guard to hit Chicago. And these motherfuckers done went all the way to Memphis. How you get to Memphis without passing Illinois? Trump said, fuck that. Them YN's crazy.
What the hell is that?
Some transport helicopters, military.
Why is so many of them?
Young brothers of Chicago who on the internet talking about, we ain't scared of Trump. He'll find out what's up if he come here and all like that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Y'all stop putting yourself on blast, little bro. Don't even be talking that, because this dude who is our president, he be watching the internet and he takes stuff personally. You can't go up against
America,
the solvent power of these war demons. Y'all don't even know. Listen to me. I want every young black male who, even though I know you ain't gonna go up against that type of heavy artillery, but you might think you could hide. Listen to me. The United States Army has weapons that can see through your house. Just think about that for a minute. You can't even hide. They got weapons that look through walls, pop you right up under the bed. Y'all up against something that y'all ain't ready to go up against, and the government groomed your mother for you to be in this position. Let me say that again. The government groomed your mother for you to be in a position. They empowered your mother for you to be in this position where you are in a chaotic mind state and you prey on the weak that's around you, like your mother did. Preyed on your weak ass pops. And now you talking crazy to a dude who would love to say, ha ha ha, gotcha. So be careful, little bros. I'm talking to everybody who bold enough to go on the internet and say something about what they ain't scared of or whatever. And people want to make an example out of you, man. Be careful.
Yeah, you're already on the internet. You're already a step behind.
Say it again.
Hell yeah. These cell phones, man. This is military technology first. These motherfuckers came out in 1973.
Tell their ass, Craig.
Yeah, so you don't think they mastered, how to find him? Come on, man.
It's the greatest private eye ever invented.
Yeah, it's over for privacy. It's been over.
It's been for a long time. Yeah.
When they wrote the bills to definitely kill privacy, they had your boy in office. That's why he was in office. Barack. Yeah. The bills that they passed while he was in office basically was the end of privacy.
Yeah,
and when it's looked up, it's going to show exactly what I'm saying.
But they got your rhythm. You ever meet a woman at a club and y'all dancing like, man, this bitch doing the same doing. Like that's what the algorithm is. You already studied, nigga. It's already over. And they can tell by the algorithm, because you raising your kids, how their rhythm gonna be. Done with, man.
So Trump just stated that if he sends help to Chicago like he did with D.C., he's talking about he can end all crime in Chicago in 1 month. This news article states that President Donald Trump said early Thursday that Chicago's crime problems could be solved quickly if local officials sought his help, which we already know they're not because they have one of the worst mayors right now, declaring he could fix it in 1 month. You know what? I don't think he bullshitting. I think Donald Trump could really fix Chicago's crime in 1 month. All he had to do is just do the same thing he did with D.C. Could you imagine it? Could you imagine the streets of Chicago being safer than ever? No more calling it Chirac. No more of this random killings. People can't even go to football practice. They got to duck down and do all this wild shit. If Trump did this will be one of his biggest accomplishments. And I know the left is going to try to hate on it, but even they wouldn't be able to hate on it. They'll be like, oh, he cleaned up Chicago. Like, wow, that's crazy. I really hope he does this. Chicago needs it, man. I got family out there. They're tired of this shit. So yeah, man, Trump, send them, clean that shit up, and just show the world, like, look, this place used to be called Chirac, and now you can walk the street with your family. That would be amazing.
That's the reason the National Guard is about to come to Chicago and experiment on the youth, because the wretched women raised them to lose, even though they won't take no credit for that. It's like when the House, we didn't get into it because it's a very sensitive subject, but the more I think about it, I don't give a fuck. So last week, 3 boys got gunned down, breaking in somebody's house. They broke into somebody's house with them guns out. They supposed to be dead to the motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what should have happened.
If you break in somebody's house, you telling me people shouldn't protect their house? Are you serious? So somebody breaking my house, I'm supposed to reason with them. And they got guns out.
No.
Lay it down, lay it down. You hoes, lay it down. Lay it down, lay it down. You hoes, lay it down. I'm not about to reason with somebody breaking in my house.
Hey, man, what y'all doing, man? Hold on, man. Wait, hold on. Can we talk about this? Wait, Corey, wait.
Motherfucker, people around the hallway. I see skies blue. The fuck out of here. The kid's mama was talking about old boy was out of pocket. I heard he told them, get out my house.
There were 15 and 2 16-year-olds. One 15 and 2 16.
They ain't 15 and 16 no more, I heard.
No. And they actually went in the residence at 4 a.m. I mean, come on.
If you in my house, I'm supposed to reason with you.
No.
Whenever you come in somebody's house, you're supposed to be respectful, even if you invited in. Hey. I heard all of them died. 1 on site, 2 at the hospital.
You don't listen. You never listen. That's why you're second rate. We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war.
That right there is what we voted for. Why would you say go to war with Chicago? Is it these people there that are misbehaving and causing all kind of trouble, murdering people every weekend, have any kind of sense? In all kind of trouble, murdering people every weekend, have any kind of sense at all? They can't orchestrate nothing. You think they're gonna come against the government? And if they do, the government will deal with them accordingly. Because now you are an enemy on our soil, because you're fighting against your own government. What do y'all think they should be doing? What do you think Trump should be doing? You're going to go to war with Chicago? See, what's going on is confusion. You think that these men that are running around taking people's lives every weekend are men. They're not men. They're immature boys that are in men's bodies, which is why they react the way that they do, which is why they stand around and sway side to side and smoke and drink and have these shiesty masks on and they look crazy, because they are. They're children trapped in an adult body, and they don't know how to behave. So instead of talking things out, they decide to join a gang or take somebody's life, or, oh, you did this to me, you did this to my family, I'm gonna do this to yours. Listen, Trump's gonna get in there and he's gonna make things right, and that's why he shut her down like the child she was. He had every right to put her in her place, because why would you gotta go to war with Chicago? These people are so unreasonable. They're so unreasonable, and they are exhausting. He needs to be there. The citizens of Chicago that want naught to do with all of the destruction, all of the fear, all of the crime, they're grateful for Trump. And let's just sit back and see how the crime changes, how the shootings are going to go down when they get up in there, because all those young boys and those men that are running around terrorizing Chicago, they're going to be the first to run and tuck their tail and hide, because daddy's at your doorstep. Real retribution is at your doorstep. Real punishment, real fear is going to step in, because they're so used to not being tamed. They're like animals. Okay? That's exactly what they are, and that's how they behave, and that's why they must be tamed.
Now, Corey Holcomb, he definitely touched on something, and I think a lot of people should pay attention to what he said. He said the cell phones you use. And also in Chicago, what do they like doing? They like reporting on Instagram where they're going to commit crimes. I just did this. I just did that. They talk back and forth. You think they're not already tracking that? And guys are saying, oh, guns are YNs and switches. They have things. They can see what you're doing in your home. They probably can look in your body and see what you ate last night. The streets of Chicago, people in the hood are not ready. A young little boy walking around with the switch is not ready for a man that's military trained. Literally, two military trained men can run on a block, one of the most craziest blocks in Chicago, and take it over. You do know that, right? These are guys, and they're not even sitting in the Marines, but could you imagine? I'm talking about guys. Some of these guys are trained to go into a country by themselves. You think they can't take on Chicago? And these are countries where people have RPGs. This is the military we're talking about, people. And this is something that's needed. Look at Chicago. Look at Memphis. Look what was happening in DC. Look, I'm not on the left or the right. I don't agree with any parties. So you can say I'm in the middle, but I say I'm nowhere. But I'll be honest, something must be done. You see a lot of people in Chicago, they're happy. About time somebody's doing something. And the person that brought in those certain cell phone laws, it was during 9/11, was the man from Chicago. And that's how he's going to be able to track it. It's crazy. And right now we're at that time on earth where the crunch is happening. But this crunch is needed. But from people being out of hand, that's going to allow the country to be on security. And that's not good. Because you couldn't control yourself, now the country's going to be on full lockdown. Do you people see what's happening? It's deeper than you think. But yeah, guys, other than that, thank you for watching. See you next video.
You give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain.